Well, hi everybody, and Happy New Year and Happy 2012. I'm Kevin Kuretzky, and it's today's Kevin Kuretzky Show for January 2nd, 2012. Well, I hope you all had a great holiday weekend and a Happy New Year. And from our family to yours, we wish you a great and happy and healthy and successful New Year. I got this story idea from this Magnificent Monday from an email I received from Dan from Sacramento, California. Hey Dan, thanks for watching, and we love you, Sacramento. It was about how to express yourself in the new year. Some tips on expressing yourself. And I thought, what a great idea, because most of us really do want to communicate with others, but we always want to make sure that, are our feelings valid? Do we have it right? Well, here are some helpful tips for that, for expressing yourself in the new year. First, number one, figure out exactly how you're feeling. You need to pinpoint it. You need to take time with yourself. I always say it's better to respond than react. And how I do that is I get in touch. I'm specific about how I'm feeling. Write it down and be truthful. So you want to be specific about how you're feeling, you want to write down that feeling, and you want to be truthful about how you really feel. Don't sugarcoat it, because that's your feeling and your feelings are valid. Number two, identify the triggers. What's the reason behind these emotions? What happened throughout your day? Did someone say something? Is it a sensitive spot to you that person might not have known about? Maybe something happened. You just need to be very aware of what your triggers are. It's so important. And once you know the reason, you can learn from that experience and from that trigger, so that when you see that trigger coming, you know how to deal with it. Number three, and I say this all the time and I'll keep saying it, write. So get a journal, and be truthful in your journal. That is your space for your thoughts. That's exactly what you want to be and what you want to say. So write down how you feel. So vent your emotions in a journal. Don't be afraid to. You vent out everything. Just go and write. You don't have to be Shakespeare. You don't have to worry about being a great author. This is your journal for you to write down exactly how you feel. When you figure out how you feel, if it's a very serious situation, I always say talk to someone. Get professional help. Find a family member, a friend, somebody to help you, because there's nothing worse than trying to go it alone. We're in this together, I always say, and that means we know when to ask for help, and that's talk to someone. And this is a really important about your feelings. I can be very sensitive and I can tend to overreact. So I always say I'm determining if it is all worth it. Am I overreacting to a situation? Am I being sensitive? Or are these feelings so valid? And I always say this, I give it a test. If I'm thinking about it so many hours later or the next day, I need to explore those feelings. I need to go back and find out what triggered it and what to do about it. And the last step is, I always think of a time too when I feel a little disconnected, or I don't know how to express my feelings or what I'm saying or what I want to say. I think of a time when I was at ease, or when I felt a happiness or a joy, when I knew how to express my feelings, and I go back and I write down exactly what I would want to say. Now I can't write it word for word. I'm not going to memorize like a script, but I make sure I write it down so that I know exactly where I want to go and what goal I'm trying to have by expressing my feelings. Expressing your feelings is the most healthy way to live your life. And let me just tell you something. If you're feeling something, it is valid, because you're feeling it. You don't want to carry it around. So let's go through those steps one more time, and I can ensure you a great 2012. Number one, you got to figure out exactly what you're feeling. Don't beat around the bush. Just figure it out. Take the time. Identify what triggers there are. What is triggering this emotion in me? Write it down. I'm going to say it again. Journal, and vent those emotions in a journal. Talk to someone. If it is too hard for you to deal with, you are not alone. Talk to someone. Find somebody. Number 6, determine if it's all worth it. Make sure, is it really worth what I'm going through? Because you want to make sure that it's not going to happen again, and you learn from your experience. And then think of a time when you felt at ease or happy or a better time. Those are the steps for how to express yourself in the new year. If you have ideas about how to express yourself, let me know. Go to kevinkuretzkyshow.com. I love reading your emails. Dan, thank you so much. What a great way to start our new year off. What I know for certain is expressing your feelings is the most healthy way to stay a part of who you want to be and to learn more about yourself. It really does help. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. And again, Happy New Year to everybody. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.